get ourselves warmed up. We're gonna do 10 jumping jacks, whether it's high impact or low impact. And then once you've done your 10 jacks, alternate 10 front lunges. So just keep the lunge nice and small. You don't need to get very deep into the lunge. 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Once you have done your lunges, we're gonna go into leg swings. So just gonna swing the leg front and back, just getting that hip a little bit more warmed up. You can hold on to something for balance if you need to, or find a focal point for those eyes. Once you have done your 10 swings on each leg, we're gonna come down onto the floor. High plank or push-up position. Take one foot, step it nice and wide to the same hand. Open up towards the ceiling. Step that foot back. Same thing on the other side. 5 left, 5 right. And then once you have done your 10, just stay down in your high plank position. And we'll finish off with either 10 plank toe taps or 10 plank jacks. So either jump or step the feet out to the side. And then we are gonna get rocking and rolling into our first AMRAP. And each AMRAP is 6 minutes long, and we're gonna be running through 4 of them. Awesome. So AMRAP, so as many rounds as possible, and we are using a 6-minute time frame. So AMRAP number 1, we're gonna do 8 goblet squats, whether you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell. We're gonna sit, we're gonna stand for 8. Then we're gonna go into a 1-arm row, 8 on the left, 8 on the right. Then either using a dumbbell or a kettlebell, we're gonna do 8 two-handed swings. 8 is your magic number for all of the exercises. You just gotta count to 8 today, and then just take water breaks whenever you need it. It's your 6 minutes to go as easy or as hard as you need to. All right, goblets are first. Grab your weight, bring it up to the chest. Timer is on, here we go. So you got 8. So as you sit, I need your chest up. You're gonna sit that butt back, weight through the heels, keeping that core nice and tight. Once you have done 8, 1-arm row. So pick a side, left or right. Soften the knees, push that butt back. Drive that elbow up and back behind you. You should feel that mid-back contract as you drive that elbow up and back. 8 on the left, 8 on the right. And then once you have done your 8 and 8, find your kettlebell, find your dumbbell, and we have 8 two-handed swings. Good, so I'm gonna use a kettlebell on round 1, and then I'll use a dumbbell. Remember, knees are soft, push the butt back, tight pass, swing through. Eyes are up, core is nice and tight, so belly button's pulled into the spine. Remember, your arms are just along for the ride. Once you have done your 8, park that weight, grab some water if you need to, and all we need to do now is rinse and repeat. So going back to those goblet squats for 8, see if you can get a little deeper into that squat on round 2. So the more you get warmed up, see if you can make that range of motion a little bit bigger. Once you have done 8, we have our 1-arm rows. Knees are soft, push that butt back, driving that elbow up and back behind you. We gotta keep that belly button pulled up into the spine to support the lower back as we're bent over. Knees are nice and soft, eyes on the floor. We got our 8 and 8, guys. Feel free to take a posture break as you switch left to right. And then once you have done your rows, we have our two-handed swings. Dumbbell or kettlebell for those swings you choose. Technique is the same for both. So knees are soft, we're gonna push that butt back, chest is up, tight pass, swing through. You should get a little bit of a stretch in the hamstring as you drive those hips back. Squeeze that butt as you stand up. Keeping that core nice and tight. Arms are along for the ride. Once you have done your 8, park that weight. Grab some water if you need to. And we're right back to the top with those goblet squats, guys. We've got 3 minutes left, so we're halfway through this AMRAP. So as we go through, like I mentioned, see if you can get a little deeper into your squats, or see if you can go a little bit heavier as you get more and more warmed up. Remember with that one arm row, think of your posture. I need your back flat, hips are back. So I don't want you all rounded. Push that butt out. Pull those shoulder blades back. Driving that elbow up and back behind you. You should feel that mid-back contract. Remember, 8 is your magic number for everything, guys. Grab water whenever you need it. Take breaks whenever you need it. It's your 6 minutes. Once you have done your 8 rows, we've got those swings, dumbbell or kettlebell, 2 minutes left on that clock. Remember to set yourself up properly for the swing so that you can support that or keep that lower back in a good position. High pass, swing through. Make sure those eyes are up. Don't look down at your feet. Push that butt back. Keep that core nice and tight. Once you've done 8, you park that weight out in front. Then you can get it out of the way and get set up for those goblet squats again. We got 90 seconds, guys. Let's see what we can get done in these last 90 seconds. And then we're gonna take a nice big water break. And I will explain AMRAP number 2. So we got 4 to get done this morning. Good, one arm rows. Drive that elbow up and back. If that means that you need to hold it for a second at the top to feel that contraction, hold it. It's all good. It's not a race to see who can get more done. We got 45 seconds, guys. You got it, come on. Just don't stop, that's the only thing. See if you can push through these last 30 seconds. Make sure though that you set yourself up properly for each move. High pass, let's swing it out. Nice work, guys. We got 3, 2. There it is. Grab some water, guys. All right, while you take a break, we are going to start AMRAP number 2 with a 1-arm shoulder press. So we're going to do 8 reps on the left, 8 reps on the right. Then we move into a 1-leg deadlift. 2 options. You can hold a kettlebell, 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell, but you can bring toe to heel, which is a more stable position, as you do 8 on one leg, 8 on the other, or you can take that back leg and bring it right up and off the floor. So you choose or do a mix of the 2, 8 on each leg. Then, ideally, if you have a kettlebell, it just works a little bit better, but if you don't, I'm gonna show you the dumbbell version. It's all good. What you're gonna do though is put a weight between your feet. You're gonna do 1 squat jump or total body extension if you don't wanna jump. So 1 jump. When you're in this low position, you're gonna grab the weight, stand up, high pull, set it down, jump. Now total body extension, same thing. Reach, squat, pick up the weight, high pull, total body extension. Same thing with the dumbbell, guys. Same thing. It's just that it's lower to the ground, which means you're gonna have to sit deeper in order to pick it up. That's all, no big deal. All right, so pick your weight for 1-arm shoulder presses. You guys good? Weight up. We got 8 and 8. Here we go. So get that bicep to ear for me. We want this nice, tall, strong posture. So knees are soft, abs are nice and tight, eyes straight ahead. Now, if you find that you're tipping to get that weight up, I want you to stagger your feet for me. Once you've done 8, switch sides. Now, if you're challenging yourself with the weight, you can also add a little bit of a push press if you need to help get that weight up and overhead. But once you have done your 8 and 8, we're gonna go into that one-legged deadlift. So you need to kind of pick, are you gonna bring that leg all the way up? Or are you gonna go into more of an offset or staggered position? Shoulders are down and back. You're gonna shave your legs with the weight. Get that nice stretch in the hamstring. Core nice and tight. So we're gonna pull that belly button up into the spine. I do not care how low you get towards your shoes. As long as you feel that nice stretch in the hamstring, it's all good. 8 and 8, guys. Find a focal point for the eyes. If you're bringing that back leg all the way up, it's gonna help with your balance. And take your time, don't rush it. But once you have done these one-legged deadlifts, we're gonna do that squat jump with the upright row or high pull. So you just need one dumbbell or one kettlebell. You're gonna start with the weight between the feet. And every time you do one of each, that's 1 rep. You got it, guys. Whether you jump or not, totally up to you. Or do a bit of both. Maybe jump for 2 or 3 and then bring it down a notch. Once you have done your 8, you're back. 1 arm overhead presses. Nice. Just make sure you keep weights out of the way. Don't need anybody tripping on stuff. Make sure you set yourself up, taking that bicep to ear. You take water breaks whenever you need it. If you need a longer break between each move, take it. I'd rather you go nice and slow and take good form. Challenge yourself maybe with your range of motion or your weight, then race through it. Good. That's the nice thing about these AMRAPs. They're a good opportunity to challenge yourself because you control your pace. We don't have a timer telling us 30 seconds or 40 seconds. It's all on you. Once you have done the 1 arm press, we got the 1-legged deadlifts. So 2 dumbbells, 1 dumbbell, 1 kettlebell, whatever you want. Remember, you can do a staggered version, which is more stable, which means you might be able to get a bit lower, but we still need to keep those shoulders pulled back, eyes up, and back nice and flat. And that back supporting leg, very little weight. It is just there for stability, that is it. You got it, guys, nice work. We're gonna do our squat jump or total body extension with our upright row or high pull. 1 dumbbell, 1 kettlebell, whatever you're using, but we got 2 minutes left on the clock. Make sure you squeeze that butt as you stand up out of these deadlifts. To jump or not to jump, totally up to you guys. Make sure when you go into that high pull or upright row, I need those elbows higher than the wrist. And keep that weight super close to the body, like you're zipping up a coat. You got it. Grab water, guys, if you need to. We got 1:15. Let's see what we can get done. Going back to that 1 arm overhead press. Lock in this nice tall posture. Stagger the feet if that feels more comfortable. Get that bicep to ear. We got 8 and 8, guys. 8 and 8, less than a minute. So if you hit the one-legged deadlift point, and we're down to like 30 seconds, I want you to alternate left and right. That way we can kind of keep those legs even. 30 seconds. So I'm gonna alternate the deadlifts. That way I don't have one leg having more work done than the other. So just slow it down, take your time. 10 seconds left on the clock, guys. We're gonna grab some water, and then I'll explain the next AMRAP. 4, 3, 2. You got it, guys. Grab some water for me. All right, we are down on the floor for a couple of moves. So make sure you have a mat close by, ready to rock. Move number 1, though, is 2 dumbbells. We are going to go into a deadlift. We're gonna step back into a reverse lunge, and as you reverse lunge, you're going to do a twisting bicep curl. So deadlift, reverse lunge with a curl. That's move number 1, 8 reps. Move number 2, we're down on the floor, plank position, knees or toes, everyone's on their hands. Plank dumbbell pull-throughs, 4 on the left, 4 on the right, so 8 total. Flip it over, 2 dumbbells. We're gonna do a tricep press. So it's like a chest press, except our arms are rotated in and our palms face each other for 8. Then we stand up. 2 options with the swing. You can go back to the 2-handed swing like we did in the first AMRAP, or you can do a swing squat. Now, if you do a swing squat, you'll end up doing a few more reps because every time you squat, that's 1 rep, and we squat every other swing. So I'm gonna show you how it looks, and then you guys can choose which option is best for you. So 2-handed swing, everybody has done, and that first AMRAP is here. If you're gonna add the squat, you do 1 swing, and then you squat on that second swing. 1 swing, and then drop it. So that is how that one looks. So you got 2 choices. All right, you guys ready? 2 dumbbells that you can bicep curl. All right, timer is going. Here we go, 1 deadlift. Stand nice and tall, reverse lunge with that bicep curl. So that's 1 rep. Deadlift, we're gonna reverse lunge other leg. So remember to alternate those lunges, keeping those weights close to the body with the deadlift. Think of shaving your legs, keeping your eyes up. We're gonna drop that back knee down as much as you can to the floor for the lunge. And with the bicep curl, we're gonna lock that shoulder into place and keep the shoulders down and relax. We're just moving through that elbow. Once you have done your 8, hit the deck, plank, dumbbell, pull-throughs. So 1 dumbbell, 1 kettlebell, whatever you got, but we're on our hands and we're on our toes. Reach under the body, slide it through, that's 1. So we have 8 total, 4 in each direction. You can do this from the toes, you can do this from the knees, whatever works for you. Once you have done your 8, we gotta roll over onto our back. 2 dumbbells for that tricep press. Knees are bent, feet flat on the floor. Palms are going to face each other. Press straight up, and then come right back down. So keep those elbows tight to the ribs. Back push down into the mat, keeping that core nice and tight. Once you have done 8, we're gonna stand up and go into a swing or a squat swing. So you choose. Whew. And again, grab water, guys, whenever you need it. Make sure you get yourself set up properly for that swing and keep that core tight, especially if you're adding the squat. All right, here we go. Even if you do like a couple of squat swings and then finish off with just a regular swing, totally fine. You got it, guys. Once you've done your 8, park that weight and we're back to the top. We got that deadlift, reverse lunge with that bicep curl. Shoulders down and back, shave those legs. Squeeze that butt as you stand up. Dropping that back knee down into the lunge as much as you can. Oops, wrong leg. Keeping that upper arm glued to the body for that bicep. The shoulders should not move when you do that curl. And then once you've done 8 of this deadlift, lunge curl combination, hit the deck. Plank with those dumbbell pull-throughs. 8 total, 5 per 5, 4 per side. Everyone's on their hands, knees or toes. Keeping that back nice and flat. Hips square to the floor. Once you've done your 8, flip it over, and we need those 2 dumbbells for the tricep press. We got 2 minutes left on the clock, guys. Push your back down into the mat, press up, and right back down. Keeping those arms tight to the ribs. And then we'll stand up, 8 swings or 8 squat swings. Woo! Grab your kettlebell, grab your dumbbell, whatever you're using. I'll show you on a dumbbell on this round. Eyes up, butt back, high pass, swing through. Keep that core tight, guys. You've got to support that lower back. Once you have done your 8 swings, you guys are back to the top. We got that deadlift, reverse lunge, bicep row combination for 8. Woo! We got 1 minute left on that clock. Shoulders down and back, 1 deadlift. Good. Take the time to set yourself up for each new exercise. Don't rush it. Nice work, guys. Come on, there's only 1 more AMRAP left, and then we're done. "30 seconds. Plank dumbbell pull-throughs are done after, or are next, I should say, after the deadlift. Woo. Knees or toes, everyone's on their hands. 15 seconds left, guys. Nice work. Nice, grab some water, guys. Woo. Water break. We got 1 left. I need 6 more minutes, and then we get to stretch. All right, stationary lunge with a front raise. So you can hold on to 1 dumbbell, you can hold on to 2, but feet are wide. We got our weight in our hands. We're gonna do a lateral lunge, front raise, that's 1 rep. Lateral lunge, front raise, that's 2. We got 8, so 4 per side. Bicep row. Knees are soft, push the butt back. I need your palms to face your ceiling. And then we're gonna drive those elbows up and back for 8. So we just changed our hand position, that is it. Standing bicycle. I want you to go slow on this one so that you can really focus on what the obliques and the abdominals are doing. Hands behind the head. We're gonna bring elbow to opposite knee and set it down. I almost want you to hold for a second at the top. Really feel that contraction before you go into the other side. 4 and 4 to make your 8. Then you can have a dumbbell down on the floor, kettlebell, whatever you got. And we're gonna do some toe taps. 8 total, 4 and 4. You can tap it, you can jump it, totally up to you. As long as you do 8, you're good to go. All right, guys, choose your weight for this front shoulder raise. Whether it's 1 dumbbell or 2, get your feet nice and wide, and let's get rocking. So 1 lateral, and then 1 front raise. I really want you to push that hip out and back as you go into that lateral lunge. Keeping that core super tight as you bring the dumbbell up in front. We're just coming up parallel to the floor. That is it. 8 total, 4 per side. And then we have our bicep row. So we're gonna need 2 dumbbells. We're gonna turn those palms up towards the ceiling. Knees are nice and soft. Pushing that butt back. Here we go. 8. So still think of shaving the legs with those weights so they're nice and close. Squeezing that back. You should feel that mid-back as those elbows come up and back, guys. Come on. We got 8. And then that standing bicycle. Take your time with this one. Hold. Hold. Drive that belly button into the spine as that knee comes up. And then we're gonna do those toe taps. So I need a dumbbell, kettlebell, something out in front as a target. And then we go back to that stationary lunge with the front shoulder raise. Maybe you can get your feet a little bit wider. Maybe you'll be able to sit back into the lunge a little bit deeper on round 2. Or go heavier with that dumbbell for the front shoulder raise. See if you can do something to challenge yourself a little bit more in round 2 or round 3. Keep that belly button pulled back into the spine. Eyes are up. Don't look down at your feet. Once you've done your 8, we have that bicep row. You're gonna need your 2 dumbbells. Knees are soft, push that butt back, palms are up. We got 8. Think chest out, shoulder blades together. Feel that mid-back contract. And then once you've done your 8, we got those standing bicycles. Woo! Hands come up, slow it down. Don't race through it. I want you to think of pulling that belly button back into the spine, using those abs to lift the knee, and then using those obliques to rotate. A good chance to catch your breath too. And then we've got our toe taps. I don't know why I keep putting my dumbbell away when I know I gotta tap it. So jump it or step it. Then we're back, lateral lunge. Woo, I'm thinking 3.5, maybe 4 times through this one, we shall see. You got it, guys. Drive that hip out and back as you go into that lateral lunge. Keep that core tight when that weight comes up in front. Just parallel to the floor, you don't have to bring it overhead. Once you've done your 8, we got that bicep row. So 2 dumbbells, palms face your ceiling, push that butt back, pull that belly button in, drive those elbows up and back. Hold for an extra second at the top. If that helps you, feel that mid-back contract. Once you've done your 8, we got that standing bicycle. Hands come up, slow it down. Once you've done your 8, we got those toe taps, guys. We got 90 seconds. All right, feet nice and wide. We got 1 weight. Sit it back. Bring those arms up. You got it. Maybe you can get a little bit deeper into that lunge. Push that hip back a little bit further. We got that bicep row next, guys. Palms are gonna face that ceiling. We're gonna drive those elbows up and back. We got 1 minute left on the clock. Whew. Chest out, shoulder blades together. Shave the legs with those weights. And then we got our standing obliques. Nice job, guys. 30 seconds left. Think of what those abs are doing as you bring those knees up and then rotate to the opposite side. And then we got our taps. Woo, 10 seconds. See? Might be able to get a couple in. There it is, guys. Woo, grab some water. Grab some water, meet me down on the floor. We're gonna pull those knees into the chest and give a nice big hug. Good work, guys. That was a lot of work. Ooh, take some nice big deep breaths, rocking it from side to side if that helps you get into your lower back. And then arms are gonna come out to the side. Drop those knees left or right. Hold it here, or extend that top leg if you need a deeper stretch. You should feel the stretch into the lower back, hip, and down that IT band, as well as through the chest and shoulder of the opposite arm. And then switching sides. You can hold it here. You can extend that top leg if you need to go a bit deeper. And then we have our hamstrings. So legs come back to center. One leg comes up towards your ceiling, grabbing above or below the knee or the toe, but I want you to get the leg straight. And then extend the opposite leg if you need a deeper stretch in the hamstring. And then just switching sides whenever you're ready. Grab above or below the knee or the toe, get that leg straight. Extend the opposite leg if you need a deeper stretch. And then we're gonna go into your figure four. So we're gonna cross an ankle over a knee. You can either push that knee away with the hand or grab onto the uncrossed leg and pull in. Getting another stretch in through that hip joint. And then just switching sides whenever you're ready. Either push that knee away or grab onto the uncrossed leg. And then we're gonna sit all the way up, legs straight out in front for me. We're gonna reach for those toes, so grabbing onto ankles, shoelaces, toes, whatever works for you. Getting another stretch into the hamstrings, the lower back, and the calves. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together, grabbing onto those ankles. You can push the knees down for a deeper stretch, or just pull the ankles in and just let gravity do its thing. One leg's gonna come out in front, cross the other leg over, give that knee a nice big hug and twist to look behind you. And then switching to the other side. We're gonna flip over onto our hands and knees. We're gonna push our hips up towards the ceiling. Heels come down into the floor for a nice half stretch, getting the head between the shoulders. And then we're gonna walk our feet towards the hands, hang like a rag doll. And from here, I want you to push or separate those shoulder blades for a mid-back stretch. And then slowly stand it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Bringing those shoulders down and back, interlace those hands, and we're gonna open up through the chest. Keeping those shoulders down and away from the ears. Sticking that chest out as much as you can. Bringing one arm across, getting a stretch through the back of the shoulder. And then just switching sides whenever you're ready. Give yourselves a nice big old pat on the back, push that elbow back. Quick tricep stretch. We'll do both sides, and then we're gonna grab onto an ankle. We're gonna finish off with our quads. So if you need to hold on to something for balance, find a wall, find a chair. Glue those knees together, push that hip forward. And then we're gonna switch sides. Glue those knees together, push that hip forward for a deeper stretch. And you guys did amazing. 4 AMRAPs today. We hit every body part, job well done. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next class.